Hello, Denny Fan 99. Ooh, I need a koozie. Give me a koozie. We're going to use the Lucky Gragson koozie. All right, we're going to let this boot up for a minute. I don't even know why this car's still here. I actually need to turn this one off. So, hey, I hear that hurricane's coming down probably in the next couple days. So, stay safe down there. 48 Nation. Hey, if you're a Bowman fan, you're going to like the car I got sitting in front of me. Not that this is a new arrival. I actually just got done re-photographing it, so I'm actually going to be putting it away. Ooh, Alex Bowman, Next Gen coming. Nice. Yes, this is the 2020 Fontana. Hey, A-Shock Creative's in here. I sent you an email, A-Shock. I've got the Larson and Elliott headed your way, but I need you to do something as soon as it comes in. Hey, Race Case, did they make the 2006 Casey Kane Charlotte car? They did not. They didn't actually make it in any form or scale. I just have to have that you can make a custom. So even all of mine are customs. Oh, perfect. I see. I got your response. Thanks, bud. I appreciate it. I'm a little disorganized. I was looking around down here trying to get things organized today. It's been a busy month with all the racing, and so or racing by going to a lot of races. So yeah, it's all hectic. So I just have to double check because I was like, I can't find it. I don't know where everything went. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Funny story about that koozie is we got it, me and my sister both got one at Indy, and he was signing in his merch hauler. Of course, we brought Diecast, and you could just go and get something signed. There was really no obligation, but I felt obligated to buy something from the trailer, support the trailer and whatnot. But a lot of these guys, they make them put on a wrist or do a wristband thing, and it's part of the contract so that it's Baja Blast. But they'll make you get a wristband and buy $100 worth of merch to get an autograph. Where Noah, he just went and sat in the trailer and signed a bunch of stuff for anyone that showed up there, which was really cool. So I said he signed the koozies and stuff. So I was like, well, heck, I'll go buy a koozie. I'll support him for that. We got a couple cars signed, and it's like, well, shoot, why not a couple koozies while we're at it? Just because, he had already pre-signed a bunch of that stuff. But it was nice because a lot of these guys, especially the Cup guys, when they go to the trailers, it's not like you just get in line and they'll sign something. It's like you got to get $100 worth of merchandise, then they'll give you a wristband, then all that kind of crap. And I don't know. Noah's cool. I'm telling you, Noah may inherit the spot of favorite driver someday. Zero Baja Blast. Well, this is the 21 plus Baja Blast. Don't get me wrong, Baja Blast is good. 21 plus Baja Blast is really good. Anyway, yeah, I'm putting this away. I'm not even sure why I stopped. I was getting this one put away because I just got done re-photographing it because I had never photographed it with the pin. So, yeah, I was trying to re-photograph some of these now that I've kind of updated my backdrop. And it's been a long process. I still got a lot of cars to go when it comes to re-photographing because some of these cars I've never actually photographed. I photographed an ARC version of it when it first came out back in my old wooden desk for those of you that remember. And I never updated it. So, yeah. Hey, Donovan, what's up, man? Yes, the Baja Blast is a 21 and older. I actually, just a little note for any of you guys that are really big fans of raced versions, the Kyle Larson 124s from Darlington, the raced version or the checkers or wreckers version, the real scraped up right side, they're coming. Now, I only have 2 elites available, so if you want one, I think I have them still on the pre-order page. If not, I can double check it, but that one is one that I think could get rare because it's going to look so cool. All right, getting the Bowman car put away. I actually also photographed his first win yesterday. Already got that one put away. This one just, straggling behind. Looks good. All right, that box is ready to go. Do I know when the Bowman Martinsville is coming? I haven't seen it on any of the shipping reports, which to me is kind of nuts. Oh, that's right. The 2020 boxes that had those issues with the flap staying open. I'm dealing with it. Okay, now we can get started. Got a lot of new stuff there, as you can see on the top. First thing's probably that the David Gravel sprint car. Got a Larson Roval. I do have a Larson Roval in here, by the way. But if you got one as well, congratulations. Somebody in the chat, if you're in here, somebody had messaged me in the chat or somewhere about getting one of each Kyle Larson win from last season in ARC. Now, I don't remember who it was, and I can't find the message. So if it is you, please message me. I have a lot of Larson wins for you, and I can only hold them for another couple of days before I'm going to have to put them on my website. Because if I can't get in contact with you, I'm going to have to put them up for sale. So if that was you, please contact me through email or something, because I have literally every Larson win in ARC, like starting after, I think, Bristol, or starting at Bristol. Maybe it was before that. It might have been at Watkins Glen or something. But it's a ways back there, and so I definitely want to get you your stuff, but I literally can't find the message in anywhere because I have Facebook, I've got Instagram, email, all these different places, and I've been looking and I can't find it. So if it's you, please contact me. Thank you, A-Shock. Appreciate it. Started downsizing. I am also in that process. Mostly because I got a lot of stuff. But as you can see, got a new spot for sprint cars and pins. So for those of you who didn't know, got plenty of those available. Those are all the pins that are listed on the site. Now, I do have a lot of pins with my own personal collection. That's just kind of a cool story to have. So, yeah. Yeah, and I did see Lionel's price increase. Not thrilled. Like 175 plus, getting it down to 30. Whoo! Better be careful which ones. You may not be able to find them and get them back. Depends, though, if the sport gets more and more popular or less and less popular. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into this. Which one should we start with? I think I got one. Too late. Followed on Instagram. Awesome. If it was you that had those ARCs, please let me know. But yes, Instagram, I don't post a lot, so I'm trying to get better. That's why I'm taking all the photos, but yeah, not very good at it. Can I try and calculate the price of all the Larson wins from last year and the championship roof logo in 164s? Well, it depends which one, because if you're talking the ARC, or not the ARC, the plastic chassis, it's basically like $10 a car, I think, is about what it ends up at. So, he won 11 races, plus the championship logo on the roof would be, 12. That'd be about $120, and then shipping at that point wouldn't be much. They're not very, they're not heavy. Probably like $5 or something. So I would assume probably around $125 would probably be about what it takes to get all the wins. But they also didn't make all of them. I could be wrong, but I don't think they made Sonoma, Watkins Glen. There's a few of those that I don't think got made. So you'd have to double check, but I think there's one in there. Sold a bunch of rare ones. Well, as much as it pains me, I'm glad that you were able to at least get rid of them before things went too sideways. Like Larson's cars did a couple years ago. They did make all of them. I know they made the 124s. I didn't know they made the 64s. All right, so we are finally taking a look at Noah Gregson's 2022 Bass Pro Shops. Oh, man, I hate this. I'm going to have to point this out. A little rant coming. But this is the 2022 car, and we'll point out just a couple of little things because there is a couple little things. This is an autographed standard edition. I used to get Noah's car from every year, and of course you pre-order this because he hadn't won, a ton of races. Now he went on a streak of 4 straight, so I'm not even sure I need this anymore. But yeah, you can see here the signature, no 50th anniversary. So that's a problem because it's literally been on his car all season. So yeah, the artwork's a little messed up because we don't have the 50th anniversary there. And there's also a big chip right in the middle of the number. It's not huge, but it's there. So that's kind of annoying, but yeah. I don't know. My opinion on this car is like meh. Like the Xfinity logos are purple, which is nice. Those are accurate stuff, but you need the 50th anniversary on the Bass Pro Shops. That's what it's for. I bought Larson's Phoenix diecast in Elite last night. Well, you didn't get it from me. So I'm not even proud of you. I'm going to be selfish today. All right. So, yeah. Yeah, the little mark on the number is a little annoying, but it's literally a perfect hole in the decal. Well, that's unfortunate, but yeah, so that one's in. But like I said, that one with that number mark, that's kind of annoying. I don't think I would like to, I wouldn't want to send that out to someone. This is why I do inspections, right? Am I joking, right? Yes, I'm joking. Diecasts are for everyone. I'm never going to, like, chastise someone. I will poke fun at you, though. You deserve that. You're tuning into the channel. You know, you're going to get some fun poked your way. That's just how it's going to be. All right, so anyway, that was the first one. Now we're going to go ahead. Yeah, I know. Every single playoff race has been won by a car that doesn't have a playoff banner on it, which drives me nuts. I love playoff banners. So, yes. Anyway, so the next one I'm going to show you off here, this is actually not even a not even a NASCAR. This is Donnie Schatz's 164th for 2022, the Advanced Auto Parts Sprint car. And they also have this awesome new box, which I've shown off in a couple of reviews already, but I can't state how much I enjoy this box over the other because you can actually just pop it open. Literally like this. And boom, the car comes right out. And you can put it back in, and you can do whatever you want with it. So, yes, a good-looking sprint car there, but I am so happy they changed these boxes. It is such a big deal. So, yeah, the Donnie Schatz, I have a few of these on the website. Those are going to go... I showed it once, but I'm going to show it again up on there. I'm pretty proud of that. Got all those installed, so now I can put a bunch of sprint cars up there and organize, you know? I just told you how disorganized I was, and now I'm organized again. So, yeah. But yeah, this one, I'm actually going to leave this down here because this one's going to get photographed. And then the other four are going to go up on the peg hooks. Let's see here. Love the new sprint car boxes. Definitely love the new sprint car boxes. I'm also planning on getting Keselowski's 2019 Kansas win and Elliott's 2022 Roval win on Saturday. Oh, sweet. Well, the good news is, if that's the case, I'll send down an envelope if you happen to have that pin. So I'll send an envelope your way with it, and then that'll make it really easy because I can just send the label and everything inside. So make it real easy on it. But here I'm showing. I actually gotta get the little peanuts out. These are the other four. I'm gonna stand up quick and go put these up on the pegs where they belong. So now we got 4 on the pegs, 1 ready for photos. And 4 164 Shots cars that need new homes. Also, everybody, for those of you that are Elliott fans, and especially you, A-Shot Creative, I don't know if you're interested, the Chase Elliott sprint cars are almost in. Like, when I say almost in, like they should be in next week. I showed off the first one. That came from Chase Elliott's site because I wasn't sure they were going to offer them. And I was like, well, I love sprint cars, and I'm a Chase Elliott fan. I got to get it. And then they did offer them, so, you know, still had it through there. But they got them first, so... yeah, definitely had to show that one off, but it's definitely gonna be nice to have. Ooh, this box is all bent up. Yeah, we're gonna use this box as my photo box. The rest I don't want to send somebody a beat up box. Yeah, that looks okay. So the next one here is Christopher Bell's sprint car. This is the Swindell Speed Labs car. Yeah, those look okay. The boxes are a little tough on these. I'm gonna have to stand up quick and put these up there as well. Yeah, we're going to put these right underneath the other Christopher Bell cars. Okay, so I'm putting the other 4 on peg hooks currently. I think it was it this one? No, it was the other one. Yeah, that one looks fine. There we go. Okay, so now we're on to Christopher Bell. There's Christopher Bell's Circle B diecast sprint car. This was the Swindell Speed Labs car from last year. So I always am a huge fan of. I love sprint cars, man. And the Knoxville Nationals are on the same weekend as the Indy Road Course next year, which bums me out because I can't go to both. But I am definitely picking the Knoxville Nationals. So here you can see it, a little more rainbow style. We got the blue and red combination. Last year's is actually sitting right up here. If you want to see it, my phone's on the charger. Otherwise, I'd get it closer. Actually, I'll just bring it down. What am I talking about? The thing's right there. So there's last year's car, just kind of gray, blue, and black. This one, we now have kind of more of a red and blue mix in there. Otherwise, it's very, very similar, like a lot of the same stuff on each of them, but The biggest difference, like I said, was them adding a little bit of red and blue to it versus just the gray. So, but yeah, I'll have a 124 coming in as well with that one. So, so that'll be another nice addition to the sprint car group. That's another. There's a couple of NASCAR guys in here. We're gonna have Casey Kane. We're gonna have Christopher Bell. I don't think there's a new Tony Stewart coming. I think it's just those two for this year. But there's a couple other guys that we didn't get last year, like Brian Brown and other guys. So let's see who else we got here. Is this Dietrich? Yeah, we got Danny Dietrich. I think that's his name, right? Yeah, Danny Dietrich. He runs in the All-Star Circuit of Champions. And the only reason I know that is because I've seen his number enough now to recognize it. But I was mostly watching World of Outlaws, so getting used to a lot of the new names. But I got Danny Dietrich there. I'm also sliding the extras onto their peg hooks. If you're wondering why it's taking me so long, there we go. Okay, so now let's take a look at Danny Dietrich's quick, and then I'll go back to some chats. So if I miss your chats, just know I will be going back through a couple of them. Don't spam, but if I miss it, you can post it a second time. So there you see it. We got our number 48 there. Got Dietrich there, and then I'm not even sure what that logo is. It's an S and an apple. What is that? I'm not even sure. I got Pace Performance over here to the right side. Ooh, there we go. You can see we do have silver wheels. Black tailpipes. So, yeah, I'm not really sure. I think he runs mostly in the Pennsylvania area, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but I think he mostly runs out east in the Pennsylvania circuit area. So, and I think he runs with the All-Star circuit, or at least I've seen him there more. But like I said, I'm loving getting to know these new people because, like I said, I don't know any of his sponsors, anything about his team. I don't know anything. So that's the nice thing about Sprint Car World is you're always learning about new guys, new teams, new drivers, and a lot of times they eventually move up into the big series, which is kind of cool to watch that. So. Especially when you get to see them and know them before they were famous or super famous. All right, let's look at some chats here. Now imagine all the playoff races are won by non-playoff drivers. I wouldn't even be mad. Still have to get a Brad Sweet 118th soon. Well, I'm pretty sure I still got multiples, so you should be fine. Thank goodness they're not super far, like super hard to come by. Because I know I've still got some. I think, who did I run out of? Jacob Allen. I think I'm out of Jacob Allen cars. So a couple of them that kind of went that way. Paid $134.99. That's about what these are. I think they're $129, and then shipping is like $15. But then with the Race Craze discount, it ends up being somewhere in the like $132 range. So it's right in that ballpark, somewhere in that range, Gotta go box up a car I sold 2016 Elliott Napa Daytona 500 Pole Flash Coat. Yeah, honestly, those are the ones that like I don't know, personally, weird special finishes like that, I don't think it would bother me as much to get rid of them. Like, me personally, I love standard finish. Like, I also really like liquid color, but liquid color belongs on a non-raced version. Raced version, I want it to look exactly like the car on track. Like, that's just my opinion. But I feel like the Flash Coat one, like, if it's worth a lot and people pay a bunch for it, great. Like, get the money out of it, and then you can have it for something that, like, I don't know, looks more like the one you saw on the racetrack. Attach it to a memory kind of thing. I don't know. That's just my thing. Do we do 164s now? Gonna need a Donnie Schatz 164. Well, here's the good news. Whenever you're ready to get 164s, get them in bulk. It'll save you on the shipping by a mile. Like, basically, the car's 15, and then the shipping's like 5. But if you get 5, your shipping should be like 10. So you get basically all of them with a bunch of shipping less. So when that time comes around, I definitely recommend get them in bulk, just because the shipping works out a lot easier for you. We don't want to hear about Elliott. You missed it Sunday. After you were laughing about Elliott's tire problem, then Harvick had one. You weren't in the chat anymore. I had to poke fun at you, though, because you were poking fun at all the Elliott people. So you missed it. Who would I like to see in SRX next year? I'd love to see guys like Casey Kane in there, but I think he's going to be running sprint car. So, yeah, I'm not sure on that one. Also would like to see guys, that frankly haven't had the opportunities. I'd like to see them put guys like Kyle Weatherman, maybe Brandon Brown, maybe Kaz Grala, kind of those guys that we know have some ability, but we've just never seen them run it in the good cars. That'd be kind of cool. Here we go. Hold on. Shoot. I don't know if I have my screwdriver. I'll save the gravel for the end just in case I don't have my screwdriver with me. Ooh, here we go. All right, before we jump into the 164s, I'm going to do one more 124 just because I've already got it here. There we go. Get that slid down. Okay. Got to slide this off to the side so I got more room for my hand. All right. Oh, wow. I'm way behind on the chat. Let's see here. Got a Rusty Wallace last round Bristol limited edition 2005. Nice. Going to Riverhead Raceway this weekend for late model racing. Dude, awesome. I wish I could go watch some dirt racing this weekend. It's I was debating I might go down to the Iowa-Michigan game just because I've never been to Kinnick. Seems like a fun environment, but I also know Iowa's going to get stomped. Their offense is awful. Their offense is actually offensive to the sport of football. They made his truck into a diecast. Oh, yeah, Schatz's. Yeah, right, yeah. Okay, here we go. I have a list of cars you need to get off me. Well, like I said, if I don't have them on my site, you just send me the email and I make it work. So, all right, let's see here. I'm going to go way down. Oh, I'm not that far off. Okay. Got your first Elite yesterday. Well, heck yeah. Which one did you get? Put it in the chat. I got all Jimmy's paint schemes in 2020 and 124. I actually didn't get any of his except for the torch set. That's the only Jimmy I have. So this one is Noah Gragson. And normally I don't get special finishes. However, this one is chrome. And personally, I saw this car and was like, nah, we're doing a review. So you guys will get to see a couple of reviews tomorrow. I shouldn't say tomorrow. I can't promise tomorrow. It's probably going to be sometime throughout the week. With the stream tonight and all, could take a little bit. There we go. So this one is Noah Gregson's Color Chrome edition. So basically, the silver just turns chrome, and the True Timber camo stays camo. And honestly, here's what the chrome needs work because it's still very like milky almost. Like you can see, it's not super crystal clear. But that being said, it does still look really good. Like the chrome still looks really sharp. So this is one that definitely it's not perfect, but it's sharp, man. So I had to get this one. I'm definitely making a review on it because it looks really cool. But yeah, definitely that's why I picked that one out. All right, let me go ahead and turn it around and get that one put back in the box. Yeah, color chrome in that one just looks good. Like it's a real chrome. Maybe that's why. Because for me personally, I have really not enjoyed color chrome since about 2017. I just felt like they didn't hold up. Like their color and their shine wasn't there. Ryan Blaney's Firecracker 400 car is being made with the Checkers or Wreckers. Yes, it is with the foil number. Yep, I've got that on the website. I got a lot on there. Yeah, the way the website's working now is I do charge them up front, but that's to make it easier for when they come in, I can just ship them right out. Actually, today is a perfect example. I actually had a Bubba Wallace First Win Elite in this shipment, but it was already on an order, and it's going down to a guy in Kansas. And so because it's going down to Kansas, the minute that shipment got in, because I ship them to my workplace so I can get them at I don't have to have them left out on the porch in the rain or something. So once it got there, I quickly went, searched for it, found it, boxed it up, and I also sent him one of these because, like I said, he was at Kansas in the spring, so I sent him one of these pins because he bought that as well. But I put that pin in the box and sent it out, and it's already on the way. So it came in today to me, and it's already on the way. Should get to him probably tomorrow or Thursday. And yeah, so that's why I'm kind of starting to do it that way. It makes it easier for me too, so I don't have to make a bunch of contact emails to try and keep up on everything. So can't wait till Cindric's 500 win Elite comes in. Yeah, luckily I think we still got a few. I shouldn't say luckily, we do have a few weeks left for that one, I think. Let's see. I was at Cindrix 500, and boy, that car is going to be beautiful. I hope so. I'm only concerned about the spoiler. I hope they make the spoiler the right height, because they showed the Suarez prototype, and the spoiler was not the correct height. We're gonna go to this one, and I'm gonna empty the rest of this box so I can move it, and then we'll go to the 164s. So this one is AJ Allmendinger's Charlotte Roval win, which is pretty interesting. So this one is the Hyper Ice car, but the same one he ran at the same sponsor he ran at Indy, but it's got like a better color to it. Personally, I think this car looks way better than the one he won at Indy with. Now, don't get me wrong, I still love that Indy car, but this one has the yellow number, but it's white. It's like it's a reverse paint scheme. Like the other one was primarily black with a little bit of white. This one is primarily white with more of a black accent on the back half of the car, but I just think it looks really good. There we go. So, DIN 15, kind of cool. But yeah, you can see this one, just a really sharp paint scheme. We also have playoff markings, red banner, red splitter, red spoiler. You can see the number, bright white. Then we got a flat white and a flat black on there. Looks really, really sharp. What do we got there? Jackpot party on the deck, on the corner panel. A couple of pieces of confetti, so not too much there, but you can see it's not like it's super raced up, not like a crazy amount, but just honestly, this paint scheme, really sharp. Like, this is a really cool paint scheme. And then obviously he won a few times with the Nutrient Ag scheme this year, so we'll have some cool ones to see. But yeah, this one. This one's actually on the side. I didn't have any pre-orders, so this one I picked up anyway. It was like no one pre-ordered it, but I was like, I still want to make a video because it looks good. Will I have them on the website? Yes, I think this one is already on there. The pictures aren't updated, but I do have them on there. So, like I said, there's a lot of them like that, and the good news is once I run out of them, I try to get more if I can. So it's not like I just don't want to get stuck with like 8 of them sitting in my house. I don't want to have 8 of the Allmendingers sitting in my house. I'd rather have 1 Allmendinger, 1 Bell, 1 Briscoe, so that way there's one for everybody. I've seen Hamlin, and Cindric, and I'm heading to the Daytona again next year, and Darlington in May. I will potentially be going to my first Daytona 500 next year. That's the plan. So I'm pretty excited for that. How many times have you seen Elliott win? I've only seen him win at Kansas once. All right, guys. Last one in this box before I move that out of the way and start doing 164s. You can tell it's a Next Gen. Now, this one is not on the website. This one is one that somebody messaged me, and I picked up for him. So this is going to get reviewed and shipped out probably by the end of the week because there's actually a couple of them. Any guesses on who it is? Anyone got a guess? Who? All right, I'm going to move this box now that I got the opportunity. I want to get that box a little closer. All right, who is it? Dang, Kyle Busch, you're right. Like, first guess. Was it that visible? This is Kyle Busch's 2022 basic M&M's paint scheme. Kind of an end of an era, I guess. Probably wasn't expecting that at the beginning of the season, but it is now. And actually, it's the first Toyota Next Gen that I've actually ever seen. So, unfortunately, these Lionel boxes are still Lionel boxes. So it goes in the box like this, and then like this. So that's how they kind of put them in the box to keep them from falling, or yeah, I don't know. Not personally, I don't think that's adequate packaging, but it is what it is. Camry nose is obnoxious. I don't mind it. Any update about Chastain's GoPro car? Yeah, it's mostly just a hang up on me not getting my crap together. Yeah, that's all it really comes down to is I haven't had a chance to make a listing yet. But I will make sure I have one coming in for you. All right, so here we go. I'm going to pop this off. I'm not going to unscrew it from the base till the review, but here you can see it. This is the Toyota front end. Little tall. You can see the Camry is like way up off the ground. Seems like it should be a little lower. Obviously, we got number 18 on each side, way up. I don't know, not in the right spot. And the 18 would look perfect right in the middle of the door where it belongs. The spoiler has been shortened up a little bit from what it was before, but it still needs to be about half that height, maybe a little less. We still need a shorter spoiler. That's not quite enough. The roof flaps right there. You can see those pop open. No trunk open. This is an ARC. And then, yeah, no trunk, so I don't have anything else to show there. But let's go ahead and show what's the Toyota engine detail look like? I haven't actually seen that yet. There we go. No, not great. You see the red valve cover with like painted lines for wires, but that's it. It's basically a plastic block. And Lionel wants to charge like $75 for this next year. That's going to be harsh. I don't know if I can get behind that, man. So yeah, like I said, the paint scheme looks really, really good. I will say the next gen looks good. Like the ARCs and Elites next to each other. Frankly, you can't tell the difference when they're sitting next to each other. I personally like the feel of a heavier car, and that matters to me. But man, I'm telling you, if that price increase is as big as it is, it's hard for me not to just say go with the ARC. I think the ARC makes more sense. You know, it looks just about the same, and for how much of a price difference it is, it might be the better deal. And you know, this is coming from a guy who's been diehard Elite for a long time. No, keep them forward. No, move them back where they belong. I can unmod you. How much is this one? ARC, what do they run? Are they 65 now? I want to say they're 65. But like I said, I don't have this one on the site. This one's already spoken for. This one was kind of brought in on a specialty. So the way it works, for you guys that don't know, you can pre-order them. It takes about 6 months. Or I have them up for about 6 months. Then I remove them. You can always message me, and I can try to get a hold of anything. But that allows it so that way I can try to make sure I get one in if someone wants one, but I don't have to bring in one of everything. All right, so move them to the middle. We're going to go ahead and put this one back, and then, like I said, this will be on a diecast review probably by the end of the week. So you'll be seeing it again, or at least you better. If you don't tune in, then, well, we're going to have words. All right, let's slide that out of the way. Get that back in its box. All these boxes are trash. I'm not going to lie. They're going to put, their claim is they're going to put a $110 car in a box like this next year. Like, go ahead and try to explain that one to the fans. That's going to be a way tougher explanation. Like, why is this box so cheap if you're going to charge $120 for it? Yeah, because, by the way, that is what race wins are going to be next year. Unfortunately, they're going to be $120. Just, ugh. 85 for an ARC. Like, I'm sorry. That's just not right, man. All right. So now we're going to move on to some 164s. Yeah, 115 for the Elites, especially with the limited detail, that is ridiculous. If we were back to getting like Gen 4 level Elite detail, you know, braces, tethers, engine wires, every little detail in that engine, the freaking dash had all the numbers on it, seat belts, like all that kind of stuff, then I can get more on board. But the fact that it's just cheap, yeah, not on board. Okay. Let's see. Driving price quota last year when they announced Elliott as the winner. As a paint scheme designer, I like having the numbers pushed forward. Well, my whole thing has always been if you slide the number forward, slide forward is very different from what they did. Because if you look at the next gen car, they jam the number so far forward. Like, here's a perfect example. I'm going to grab this Cindric car. Look at this Menards paint scheme. See that Freightliner logo? You take that Freightliner logo off, and you slide the 2 back so that it lines up just after the Menards. It's still slid forward, but it's not all the way up on the wheel well. That would look fine. If the number 2 was right here, it would still be pushed forward a little bit, but I can live with it. Like, I can live with it there. Sliding it all the way forward, it just looks unbalanced. It doesn't look right. Like, the number just jammed forward. It looks unnatural. I'm going to say it. It looks unnatural. As dumb as it sounds, it looks unnatural. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan. And there's a ton of paint schemes I can point this out on too, by the way. You know, let's point this out here. Go to the Eric Jones car. Move the Air Force logo. You can slide that 43 back and actually swap it with the Air Force logo. So yeah, that would have been an option. Let's go to the 24. Slide the 24 back right off the A for Exalta. Boom. It's like they jammed it too far forward. There was too much commitment to it's got to be up on the wheel well, you know? Used to be able to get an Elliott Win Elite for 120. Now non-auto is... Oh, yeah, no. The Chase Elliott autographed Elites were, 120. Now the basic Elite's that much. Yeah, if I'm paying 110, it better be made of gold. I agree, honestly, at this point. Like I said, I'm probably going to be mostly carrying ARCs, like, for stock. I just can't foresee stocking Elites as a good idea. It just, I don't know. I can't get on board with it. So I'm with you guys. Yeah, exactly. Slide it back, but it doesn't be all the way up behind the wheel. Exactly. Opinion on the Morgan McClure Kodak paint scheme. I actually really like it. I think it was very plain, but I didn't mind it. From 2018 to a month ago, I only got Elliott wins in Elite autograph. Now I'm not going to be able to afford that, so I guess only Elite. Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't recommend getting them all. I mean, I don't know. Personally, when it's a raced version, leave the windshield the way it is. But if it's sentimental, or you've seen it like this one, where I got to see him win, oh yeah, put the autograph on there. But like if I didn't see him win the race, windshield should look like it did in Victory Lane. That's just me. All right, into the 164s. The first one we're going to be popping out is going to be the Ethel Chocolates 164 for Kyle Busch. Another perfect example where the 18 could have been slid back just off the sponsor and looked fine. I don't know. This paint scheme is just ugly to me. I don't know. The mint green is just not my deal. Like, it's just not my thing. So yeah, kind of an uglier paint scheme, but like I said, I'm getting these out, so I'm going to have a bunch of reviews on 164s coming through, which is pretty cool. And someday, downhill diecasts are coming. I am so excited to start doing that stuff. It's going to be fun. Here you can see there's the M&M's one. So we just looked at the big one. Now we'll look at the little one. You take a car like this, you put it in the ground, water it every day, and then in a year, if you let it get lots of sunshine after watering it all year, you'll have a pile of mud because these are cars. All right, so yeah, there's that one. Then we also have Martin Truex Jr.'s auto owner's insurance car. These numbers, man. I'm telling you, these numbers literally, like, they irk me to this day. It's like, why? Why did you do this to me, man? Why? So, yeah, I don't know. That paint scheme to me it just doesn't look that great. Now here's one I do think actually looks pretty decent. If I can get to it, I'm having trouble getting it because this is the first 164 I've gotten out that has the metallic or foil numbers. There we go. Kyle Busch's number 18 DeWalt with the metallic numbers. Oh, I love it. The foil number looks so good. Once again, DeWalt could have slid back and the 18 would have been, right where it should be, but whatever, it is what it is. But the gloss, or not gloss, the metallic, like silver number looks stellar. The DeWalt colors, stellar. So this one might actually be one I get in 124th review because I really like this paint scheme. All right, next one on the list is going to be Eric Almirola's number 10 Smithfield car. The 10 isn't too far forward. It's definitely, it could slide back just a smidge, but you can see it's not jammed up on the wheel well like a lot of others. I don't know. It just doesn't look right, but not a bad paint scheme. They took away a lot of the gray, and it's pretty much just exclusively white and black now. They used to have a lot more brown accents. Seems like they kind of got rid of all that bronze accent, and they've just gone straight with like the black and white, which I think looks really good on this car. They just added more white to it, and I think it looks even better than the last year's. And the last one in that box is going to be the number 18 Interstate Batteries car. This is actually probably one of the better Kyle Busch paint schemes. The Interstate Batteries car is always good because it's a bright green. It's really intense with the electric, shock electric lines, whatever you want to call it, behind. Big Interstate logo on the hood. Like, Interstate Batteries cars are some of the best looking race cars on the track, no matter who's driving it. So that includes when Ty Gibbs runs them next year, and even in Xfinity, they look so good. So that's Kyle Busch's. So we'll have another one to look at there. Let's see here. Let me get into some chats. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I'm going to zoom this out all the way. Am I out all the way? Yeah, there we go. We're good. Okay. I think the Gen 6 and Gen 5 with the wings looked so good. I have to disagree. If they want to push it forward, they should have the very front of the number aligned with the start of the window. I'm good with that. I just don't know why. I don't know why they had to push it too far forward. Yeah, I know it's not my fault, but dang, it sucks. It does. Gen 5 is my favorite because when it went to my first race and seeing my favorite driver win in the first race I ever watched on TV. Oh, yeah, that's right, because Harvick won that 2011 Coke 600. I will say, the Gen 5, which is essentially what the Xfinity car is, by the way, it's essentially what the Xfinity car is. It's a Gen 5 with low downforce. The Gen 5 was probably one of the best racing cars we ever had. The problem was they just made the splitter height too much. If they had removed or shortened up that splitter to almost nothing, to the point where it looks like an Xfinity car, I don't think we ever would have gotten off that car. I don't think we ever would have gone away from that car. Like, they went to the Gen 6 because people were whining that, oh, they look ugly. Well, guess what? The Xfinity car looks ugly, but gosh dang it, does it put on a great race. Let's see. Only Elliott's autograph I have is 2016 rookie Napa ARC. I have a few of them that were pre-autographed, and then I got a couple signed. a couple of really cool ones. Any Landon Castle diecast? I think so. I think I have a Voyager car on this load. Let me see. Yep, actually, now that you mention it, I just found it. So that's actually the next one. This is Landon Castle's 2022 Voyager car. This is obviously one that they've been running most of the season. And it does have the purple Xfinity logos too, so it blends in really nice. Like the purple banner really pops with this car. So great looking colleague car. So I got a pair of these in. But yeah, I think that's the only Xfinity car I ended up getting in this time around. So we do have Landon Castle's Voyager car. So like I said, I will be reviewing all these. So we're just doing a quick show. Also did pick up, let me see if this is the right one. Yep, this is the Clash at the Coliseum win for Joey Logano. I'm not sure what's raced about it. I do see a logo on the roof for the roof camera. And then, a little bit there on the right rear. You can see a scuff on the fender. So there's a little bit there. But it is pretty clean. It's a pretty short race, not like they were, peeling tires off like a Darlington or something. So we do have a couple of Clash wins in here. Ooh, we got some Roush Fenway cars. Actually, this whole finale, like the whole bottom of the box here, are RFK cars, which includes a lot of foil number. We got the foil number 6 Castrol car. Frankly, this one, again, slide the Castrol back and up a little bit, slide the number back, and this thing looks stellar. But yeah, this one, the foil number looks really, really solid. Then you go to this one, probably maybe my favorite, second favorite, the Kohler car. This one and Fastenal look really good. You can see the foil number again there on this Brad Keselowski car. And we have a third one. This is the Fastenal car. Again, this one, though, has a foil. Gosh dang it, the box is in the way. This one has the foil blue number. So the Fastenal car, I think, is probably the best. But mostly, there you can see it, the metallic blue. You can see it from that angle. It looks really It's really popping from that angle. So yeah, these are the 3 Keselowskis in. Shiny numbers on all of them. RFK knocked it out of the park. These things look amazing. Their paint schemes are like on pace this year. They just look great. Their cars more recently are on pace. But yeah, these all look really sharp. Oh, I can't wait to do those reviews. All right, so that's box number 2 of 4, I want to say. 2 of 4? Yeah, it's 2 of 4. We got 2 more boxes. All right. Boy, 124 had foil numbers on the roof. That is not how it raced. Yeah, that was how they presented it. Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is for Clyde and all you other Harvick people. I got a couple of Harvick cars in here if I can get them out. We got Harvick Subway and Harvick Ream. There you can see the Ream car. We'll do that one first. I just set the Subway one down behind it. So we do have the Ream, which I will say, honestly, I like this paint scheme a lot better than the ones in the past. I think the black number really looks good popping off the red and white background. So the number needs to be a little lower. It's way too high up on the door. Look at all that space between that and the rocker box. Looks a little weird. And then this is the Subway car. You can see the white number thus on this one. And it is pushed forward, so ugly, but whatever. And same thing over here. So I do like the Subway colors on Harvick's car. I just man, the numbers. And the numbers are white instead of yellow this time. Let's see who else we got. Oh, we do have another Harvick. Cool. Who else is in here? I'm trying to dig in this box and see. Oh, what's his name? Todd Ford Gilliland. Toddford. That's his full name. Todd is short for Toddford. I legitimately don't know what Todd is short for. Oh my gosh, there's tons of Harvicks in here. Why don't I just hand this box to one of you Harvick fans? Good grief. We got the Hunt Brothers Pizza. That's the third Harvick one from that box. So you can see we do have that one. Again, Hunt Brother logo on the door. Just, I don't know. It's off. I will say the Hunt Brother paint scheme has not been my favorite for Harvick. It looks okay, but it's just not as good as some of the other ones. And the last one, this one actually is one of my favorites. This is the Mobil 1 car. This one actually looks really solid. The white really does look nice with the black. They're really mixing together well. They have just the right amount of red, blue, and black on this car for Mobil 1. So I really like the color balance on this car, and I think this is probably one of the better Harvick schemes. Thank goodness he won in it, too. So I don't have to get a clean version. I like to get raced versions. Unfortunately, it is covered in confetti, though. There's Austin Cindric's Auto Trader car, the bright orange. Obviously, the 2 mashed clear up against there, so, that's normal. And then it does have the silver Penske wheels on there as well. And there's the other side of that. And then the last one we got is Todd Gilliland's number 38, firstphasecard.com car. not really anything special with this car. I don't know. It looks meh. It's very mid. There's nothing about this car that looks bad, but there's also nothing about it that looks good. It's just meh. Like even the hood logo. Like the hood logo is just letters and numbers. Like it's not like a cool symbol or something. You know, like the Subway car has kind of a cool logo on the hood. That one's just meh. So a lot of meh on that one. Man, I probably ought to slide these off so I can get to the next batch. I am unloading 164s faster than I can stack them. All right, let's see. I'll get to some chats here. Holy cow, I didn't get anywhere close to it. The Land and Castle is beautiful. Absolutely it is. And just because you said that, I'm putting it back on screen. It deserves more time. It deserves more than this. I can't wait for the 124th of this. This car's going to look so freaking good. The top one is, as I said, the top one looks fine. It's just very meh. It's a very meh paint scheme, in my opinion. I just think there's more that could have been on that, you know? Oh, we got our first Bubba car. I haven't even seen these yet. Who else is in this box? We got another Logano. Another Logano. Oh, we do have one Bell. Okay, so we do have a Bell in there. The first Land and Castle NASCAR, I believe, in 5 years. I believe so. His last one was the 2016 38 Snap car, or 34 Loves car. And then I actually have his first diecast, which was the 2008 National Guard number 5 for Junior Motorsports. Yes, that Richmond one's going to be a stellar one. Any Denny's? No, they haven't come out with any Denny's yet. I don't think I have any Denny's yet. But yes, a little more TV time for this one because it looks amazing. I hope Landon can snag a win here at some point. He's so conservative, though. Drives me nuts. Like, dude, go for it. He's had to take care of his equipment for so many years because that's the type of team he's been in for. It's like, dude, I'm not saying go crash your car, but like, go ahead and put it in a little harm's way. Like, go after it, you know? There we go. All right, so this is the Bubba Wallace McDonald's car. I don't know. I don't mind it. I think the yellow, red, and white have a good balance on this car. I just, once again, move McDonald's back, slide the 23 back, all that fun stuff, I think would help. I don't know. It just doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look bad. It's very mid. But all these cars are because of the stupid number location. I don't know. That's just my opinion. When can I get your Harv championship car I asked you for? The one you handed me. Oh, yeah, no. I haven't even done the review. I shouldn't say that. I made the review. It's ready to post, but I have to edit a photo quick. Do I even have it with me? No, I already put it away. Shoot. I should have pulled that one out because it is beautiful. Okay, so the next one, let's see here. Can't wait to see Hamlin's Richmond win and Coke 600. The Coke 600 is probably going to be the best, personally. I think the Coke 600 is going to look the best. You know what's funny? After I mentioned the Castle car, I was going to ask if you could put it back on camera. Well, that was perfect timing then. I actually have his other one behind me. I'm going to pull it out after these 164s. Here's the AAA car for Joey Logano for this year. Big door number. I do like that. The big number 22 on the door. So I do like that, but I don't know. They just don't look that great, you know? Then we go over here and you can see same thing. So I don't know. Joey Logano's schemes are very mid as well. Like they don't look bad. They're just not like paint schemes that make you go, ooh, I really want that car. That's a cool car. It's just very like, it looks like a very professional car. All right, let's see here. Am I going to ever get McMurray's Auburn Dega win? Probably not, especially now that diecast and stuff are getting so much more expensive. I'm just probably going to I'll probably still cycle cars in and out every so often. You know, I'll have the website going and rolling, but, you know, to be completely honest, a lot of the videos people want to see are the new stuff. So I will probably still be picking some up if I find them at, like, you know, pawn shops and stuff, but I definitely won't be doing the eBay stuff as hard as I have been in the past. This one here is the Valvoline car for William Byron, Mr. 25-point penalty. William Byron can't pay people back. For crying out loud, he's just bad at it. Wrecks himself at the Glen trying to do it. Just, come on, man. I will say Valvoline looks really good on this one, the way that the logo kind of, like, almost hourglasses over the wheel well, but again, the 24 could easily slide back where it belongs, and this thing would still look really, really good. I don't know, just another example where these cars could have still looked really good, and we just chose to not let them look good. All right, next one, let's go to Christopher Bell. Why am I not picking this car up? What's going on? Okay, let's try Truex. I can pick his up. So we're going to do Truex, Bell, and who's this other one? Oh, this is the Logano Auto Trader. Actually, I do like this one. We'll do Logano first. Here's the Logano Auto Trader. This one's in blue. So the blue between this one and where did I put Cindric? Is he over here? Where's Cindy? There's Cindy. I call him Cindy. Here's the two Auto Trader cars. So I don't know. I think they have a good balance to each other. Like one's obviously orange, one's blue, but you put them side by side and run them in the same race. It's kind of a neat concept. I think they look pretty good. They're kind of reverse paint schemes of each other. So I don't mind it. I think the Auto Trader cars look okay. I just, they're not something I'm going to go nuts over. Second to last one, this is Truex's Bass Pro car. This car is cursed. He will never win in it because apparently he just can't. He's had how many issues while leading? He's literally just run well and just had these cars fall apart underneath him. I don't know what else to say. He's cursed. I actually feel bad for him. Oh, so this one is supposed to have reflective numbers, but you can see it's just like they printed the reflection on the 20. And so it just looks wrong. So yeah, no foil number on this one. It literally is just printed that way. So that's really kind of a bummer because it looks bad. Let me show you the other one. Here's the other one. So same thing on this one. It's not like it's a one-time defect. You can see it looks like it's supposed to be that shiny metallic, but it's sort of not. So yeah, that one looks a little wonky. I'm not going to lie. All right, let's see here. Any Voyager or AJ on the website? Not in the full size. The AJ or the Voyager 164 will be on the website. I will be making listings for that, but I got to get my photos taken tonight and get the listings up. It probably won't be up for a little bit yet. I'm still, like I said, I'm still reorganizing. But tonight, I'm going to be taking photos of all these cars, and then I'm going to be making listings, uploading the photos, and all that kind of stuff. So it will be on the site. It's just not there yet. But when it is, promo code RaceCraze. Get yourself that discount. Let's see here. After what happened at Texas, I really hope Harrison Burton does well, mainly for the fact that I like Jeff Burton so much. Honestly, my whole thing is I can't root for Harrison Burton because he just did not deserve a Cup ride yet. Like, the performance wasn't there. He did not deserve to be in the Cup Series yet. And frankly, I don't know. I don't like the idea of, well, I have money, so here I go to Cup. It's like, okay, but you haven't proven anything to me yet. So that one drives me a little nuts just for that fact. Because there's a lot more people that would have been more qualified for that position, and they got passed over for money. Let's see. Any Castle Voyager? Oh, yeah, I answered that one. Let's see here. So cars on eBay on a bid, how much do they cost, and can I ship to Canada? So Canada is tricky. They're not on eBay currently, not the new stuff. Some of the old stuff is. But if you do want something to Canada, I probably will just go through eBay because it's easier to pay an eBay fee and have them screw around with all the international shipping, because international shipping is a pain for some reason. It shouldn't be, but it is. So yeah, if there's something you want, just let me know. I can literally make a listing and then send it to you specifically. MTJ. Did I see Daniel Suarez Sonoma win diecast? Hoping to get it. I did. I actually have one coming, but I actually commented on their Twitter post and said they needed to fix the spoiler height. Also, for that one, I gotta reach up here. There we go. I also do have one Sonoma race win pin yet left. So this is Daniel Suarez's pin for the first win he had. And I have one left on the website. Now, I think it's like 19 or 16 bucks or something. So it is a little more expensive, but it is the last one. So that's why it's up there. Toyotas just implode at the end of the race. They sure do. Can't wait for OBB's rant review. What is that? Harvick and Kyle have been screwed by this car. A lot of people have, unfortunately. Isn't it 14 bucks to get tinfoil numbers? Next year it will be, yes. Let's see here. Favorite Harrison Burton diecast? The only one that's out yet, maybe? I do like his first win. His first one's kind of cool. Just because you win 4 races in Xfinity Series doesn't mean you're Cup ride ready. I mean, it's not the fact that he won 4 races. It was the results outside of 4 wins. Like, sure, you can get 4 wins. My question is, how did you run? Where's your speed at? How did you race around the front of the pack? And that's where the difference was. Like, if you look at, like, statistics, people would have said, well, Noah had 2 wins. Harrison Burton had 4 in that season. But if you look at top 5s, lap led, top 10s, all that stuff, it favored Noah hands down. It wasn't close. And then obviously last year it got even more lopsided. And this year it looks really lopsided. So, that's where, you can't look at strictly wins because there are times like Daniel Hemrick. Daniel Hemrick's a low-tier Cup caliber guy. He's not a guy that's going to go win you races, but he's going to get a good amount of performance out of your car. He's going to literally make your car run top 10 when it should run top 15. But he's not going to run it to the lead. He's just going to make it run there. He'll take a first-place car and finish 5th, but he'll take a 15th place car and finish 10th. Don't ask me why. Did I see the price increases for next year? 110 for an Elite, 72 for an ARC, and 11 for a 164. Yeah, I did see them. I'm not happy about it. And I don't know. I feel like there comes a point where find a way to make them better. Find a way to make them cheaper. Figure it out. Like the idea that, we just got to keep doing it the way we've always done it. No, find a better way. That's just my 2 cents worth, though. Let's see. Thoughts on Byron and Gibbs penalties? Fair. The Byron penalty was actually like right on par with what I thought would be appropriate for that. I think the Gibbs penalty was a little weak. 25 owner points doesn't hurt Gibbs at all. Like, you didn't really set the message that pit road is an absolute do not screw around here. Like, personally, I would have been okay with a suspension for this weekend. Because, look, you do not screw around on pit road while people are pitting their cars. Do not even think about it. Like, set a very strong precedent. You don't do that. That would have been my preference. Because, like I said, the spin under caution is kind of lazy. People always kind of give each other bumps and rubs under caution. This one just happened to spin Denny. But, at the end of the day, you still can't spin someone. The caution's out. You can't just go wreck someone. But that being said, the Gibbs one I think was much worse. Lionel Racing is killing NASCAR Diecast. Unfortunately, they're the only ones left. But yeah, I don't disagree. When will the Kurt Kansas come out? Well, considering we haven't even seen the Daytona 500 yet, I would assume it's going to be about 3 to 4 months after that. So I would be shocked if we see it by New Year's, personally. All right, well, now that I'm all caught up on the chats, let's go into the next batch of cars here. We're not going to do the Noah car because I just did that. Oh, we do have an Elite. I forgot. This is another one that's already there. This one's spoken for, but I can't get out of the box. The box is holding it hostage. Oh, come on, get out of there. What are you doing? Why is this being such a pain? Oh, there it goes. Weird. It's just like being a pain for no reason. This is Martin Truex Jr.'s 124th Elite. And we'll be taking a look at that as well on a Diecast review. But you can see, looking pretty darn stout. I'm not going to lie. The Bass Pro cars still look really good, even with the numbers forward. So let's go ahead and pop this open here. Make sure we take care of the box here so it doesn't get... Actually, one of the cards literally just slid right out the bottom. Come on now. Come on now. There we go. Bingo. Got it. Okay. Okay, I want to make sure I didn't drop any of the cards. Okay. Ooh, that's heavy. I like it. Heavy. I like a heavy car. I like it when it has a little weight to it. All right, let me slide that down. Okay, so there's the Elite. Now, what does the Elite have? Remember, it does have an opening trunk. Again, spoiler, a little high. Big Bass Pro Shops logo looking really solid everywhere. 50th anniversary there, so that's at least correct. Do I think Chastain's GoPro 124th Elite will be rare in the future? I think it's one of the best looking cars. Now, will it be rare? All comes down to will people want it? And that's the real question. I can point it out here, but here's the rear suspension that kind of works. It's hard to do, but you can actually put your finger in there and feel it. Like, it will bounce. There, you can see it. There's a little wiggle there, but that is a rear suspension that works. So nice, solid, heavy car. I've already done the review and the breakdown with the test car where I took the diffuser off, and then you can get to all the detail underneath and see some of that. But you can see the wheel does line up better in the wheel well a little bit. It's not a huge difference, but it is there. So yeah, overall pretty solid. Like I said, this is gonna be a fun review to do. But yeah, we'll have to take a look at that one because it does have the trunk that opens up as well. So even though it's a tiny little, look at that. Look how tiny the deck lid is. No wonder these drivers are getting hurt back into the wall. There's like no trunk to it. Looks like the antennas are the same too. And it does have a front and rear camera. That's another thing that I probably didn't mention, but I should have, was that these cars now have a front and rear camera. All right, let's put this back in the box. Put it in its box. Will I be getting Chase Elliott's A-Shot car? Yes, definitely. If you were, yes, so I will be getting one. I will probably be getting a Elite for now. For now, we'll see how my patience with Lionel is. But the plan at the moment will be to get an Elite. And I'll probably try to have an ARC on the site. So it depends, though. It depends. I think most of you guys are actually you kind of prefer the ARC. So if you guys prefer the ARC, I'll just start stocking more of those. It's easier on me personally. So I ain't gonna argue, you know. All right, so I set that one down. All right, let's get to the next one. Let's do that one. All right, let's see here. So what do I think if you Spin Master Winner Circle and Racing Champions make 164, Lionel make 124? Well, unfortunately, Lionel bought all those other ones out, so that's unfortunate. Oh, this one's the ARC. This is one of those cars I was telling you about. The ARC that I still need to get people. Because somebody wanted ARCs and I just didn't know who to contact. But I have all these Larson ARCs for somebody. Anyway, we'll show it off. Why not? I need to... Now, here's something, just so you guys know. This is something I do. And it may be little and you may not appreciate it, but I do. I'm happy about it. So, I take this card, I stick this in it, I stick this in it, and I stick this in. Oops, I knocked it out of my hand. And I stick this in it. So, it's kind of like a wallet. So, I stick all these in there, like that. And then, I go ahead and stick them up in the roof of the box so that they don't get wrinkled. Because when they're just sitting there, they can get jammed up in the front and wrinkle the heck out of the cards. And I don't think that's good when they all get all, wrinkled up and stuff. So I always do that when I inspect the car. All right. So this is the Kansas win. You can see a couple little pieces of confetti on there. HendrickCars.com. Nice big logo on the hood. You can see a little bit of race detail on the left side, but otherwise it's pretty darn clean. The cool thing was I was at this track, so you can see we do have some damage here on the right rear fender. He did get into the wall early in the race. They did kind of buff it out and get it rolling again. So you can see actually the whole right front also has a scrape up there and then on the right rear as well. So he definitely got into the fence. Elliott was chasing him down at the end, also got into the fence, so they backed him off, just tried to finish the race, make sure he locked himself into Phoenix. And you can see the bright yellow banner on each. So I actually have a spot for this. Not this one. This is an ARC, but there's a spot over there, right there, with that Hollywood Casino pin. So the Elite will be joining it here in a little bit. This is the one race, though, I didn't record the burnout. So I was a little disappointed in myself because I went back and looked and I was like, oh, crap, I didn't record the burnout. So I don't really have any extra footage for my review, sadly. But still a good-looking car for sure. All right, let's see. I put that one back so I can put this over here. Let's read some chats here. All right. Supposedly, Daytona 500 win is coming in October, but who knows? I mean, I think that's about right. It should be out in October. The Clash is already starting to come out. I think Chase Briscoe's Phoenix win is at the trailers. Usually they work a little harder on the Daytona wins. They try a little harder, so they take a little extra time. So it's not abnormal for the Daytona 500 to not be the first race win out. All right, slide that over here. All right, let's read some chats, and then we'll get back into a couple more here. I actually have 5 of those, so there's not as many to see. I legit do the same thing with my cards. It's the right way to do it, man. It saves them from getting bent. And like I said, I don't want someone else to get the car and have it get bent on them. So I just take care of it while I'm messing with it, So yeah, I just figured I had to show that because it's definitely a way to do it. Can we agree that Lionel and Action, are not even at the same company anymore? I mean, they merged, so that's the only reason I say same. Man should have been Elliott, bro. I know. I would have loved to see it, but I don't know. I've had a lot of opportunities to see Chase run second already. He ran second at Kansas in 2019, 2021, second at Bristol this year. He should have won or could have won last year. Him and Harvick had that big battle down to the end, so they would have been battling it out last year at Bristol. So, I mean, I've seen a lot of races where he could have potentially won, but it is what it is. I went to Dover this year, and my parents made me leave during the burnout. Oh, no! Why? The burnout is it's part of it. I mean, at least they got you back there on a Monday. That's got to count for something, Imagine if The Simpsons or Family Guy mocked the Goodyear NASCAR tire problem. It's probably not mainstream enough for anyone to care, to be honest. Watch Tyler Reddick become a clear champion in these last few races and was eliminated in the first round. Honestly, even if he wins every race from here on out, he's not a clear champion because he wasn't even top 5 in points heading into the playoffs. Like, don't get me wrong, I still don't like the playoffs, but to me, if just because you get hot for 10 races to end the season does not mean you are the champion or should be the champion of the series. There's a reason motorsports has always done points. They've always done points throughout motorsports history. And it's the best way to determine, you know what, you ran the best season. You had the best season. You ran hard or well, you consistently ran well. And if you don't want to do it with consistency, you do it like Formula One, where, if you fall out of the race or finish 11th, doesn't matter. You don't score. You have to score by running well. There's those options too. So personally, even though Reddick has done really well these last few races, I don't think he could win every race from here on out, and I don't think he would be a championship favorite. I think I still would have picked the guys that were in the top 5, Logano, Blaney, Elliott, Truex, those guys, and Larson was the other one. So that's your top 5. Those are the guys. I want someone in that top 5 to win. Obviously, I'm rooting for Elliott, but we'll see. Let's see. Man, I'm excited and not excited for Charlotte Roval because the racing will be a banger, but I really don't want to I really don't want to embarrass ourselves like Harvick. Yeah. I mean, honestly, that was probably the most embarrassing payback you could have had. I mean, he didn't even touch you and you ended up wrecked. Like, unfortunately, that's one of those paybacks that it's like, you have to be even. I mean, he didn't touch you. You can't be, you can't not be even. So, yeah, that's unfortunate. I'm so excited to complete my 2021 Larson Elite collection soon. Raced versions? Because the race version's almost done. I don't trust Goodyear tires for my truck. I think I do on my car. Who even is a clear champion at the moment? I mean, again, Elliott had such a good lead. I would still say Elliott, but I would say Larson is up there, Logano and Blaney, and sadly Truex, even though he's out of the playoffs. That's the thing with this kind of parity. You don't need a playoffs. I think this could have been the season that we have 5, 6, 7 guys eligible for the playoffs at the end. If Elliott continues to falter, 2nd through 6th, we're all really close in points. So with this type of season, this is the type of year where you could have a crazy finish to the season because all these playoff guys are just closing in on each other points wise. So I don't know. I feel like we could be missing out on some really, really intense racing. Oh, original Big Bryce. Okay, Big Bryce. I gotcha. Still working on my signature, but it doesn't look bad. Pace Car 2022 Cup Series champion. Sadly, probably. Well, I also get the Kyle Busch Crunchy Cookie M&M car. I will get the raced version and the 164. Or is it a raced version? What did he get at Bristol? Whatever his Bristol car is. I will get the 164, but probably not the 124 unless somebody specifically requests it. And by request it, I mean you order off the site and then I'll review it. But I don't bring them in unless somebody wants it. I'd like to see Hamlin be the year's champion, but this year's insane. I mean, again, I wouldn't complain. I think Hamlin's definitely worthy. Not just race wins every Larson Elite. Oh, wow. After his race wins, the only one I'll be missing is his Throwback Elite, which I didn't pre-order, so I'll have to find it on eBay. Oh, man. Honestly, I didn't think his Throwback looked that good, personally, but dang, that's a lot of cars. That's a lot of Elites, man. Hope you don't try to do that next year, or you'll be on the streets, my man. The way that they're jacking up the Diecast prices. Although he probably won't win 11 races either. So you might be somewhat safe from that standpoint. Is it bad that I wanted to see Briscoe wreck at Texas? A little bit. Fair enough. I like the Bristol win. Hey, I like the Bristol win. I think that Larson car ended up looking real good. It's stupid that Matt Crafton won 0 races and won the championship. How could you be that stupid is a quote whenever I think of the playoffs. Well, somebody was on drugs when they thought of it, so that's all you need to know. I can't believe all the cool cars that aren't offered, but as soon as Elliott has a different quarter panel sponsor, we get a new diecast. Yeah, I mean, it comes down to who buys them, really. And unfortunately, I think there's just too many people that they don't buy cool cars. Like you said, like Denny Hamlin fan says, or Denny fan says, the Gragson Darlington car will be epic. Yeah, that's an epic race win. And people will buy that even if they weren't at Darlington or Gragson fans, because it's just a good-looking car. And sadly, there's a lot of good-looking cars that just, they don't have a lot of fans, and, for whatever reason, just nobody wanted it. Can't wait to see Gragson win the Xfinity Championship. I personally really hope he does. I would love to see it. I think it would be a very, very fun season to see him win that championship. I hope he doesn't run Phoenix the next day. I hope he can just party hard after he wins the championship. My only concern is that Noah's going to get himself canceled someday. Not because he's a bad person. Like Noah's great, but people anymore will just cancel you for nothing. And sadly, I think that's a scary thought because you could be just at a Waffle House being nice to someone and, you accidentally call him Jim instead of Jimmy, or whatever, something silly where it's like you slightly mispronounce someone's name and all of a sudden, boom, the internet wants you canceled. Like, unfortunately, it's just what it is. Like, I just hope that doesn't happen to someone because, like I said, you don't want to have it where, someone, I mean, good grief. I think it was at a Walmart. Somebody was literally screaming their head off because they tried to cut in line and got called out for it. They tried to cut and then someone called them out and they just screamed their head off and tried to get someone arrested. And it's like, you can't just cut in line and start screaming that somebody else is being mean to you and try to get them arrested. Like, that's so ridiculous, but that's the world. So I really hope it doesn't happen to Gragson because I really like the kid. I think he's really going to be fun to watch. And I just hope that, we can either keep him safe on Instagram, keep him off of Twitter so he's in a nice, safer spot where people aren't so bad, or just, for whatever reason, just get the creepy cancel people out of there so that he can actually enjoy it. Because darn well somebody's going to throw a fit if he shotguns a beer after winning a cup race because, drinking and driving or something. They'll find something to get mad about. It's like a professional hobby for him, Oh, Aunt Jemima. Yeah, dude, I don't know. It drives me nuts. Gragson's cool. Yeah, Gragson's awesome. Exactly. Shotgun the beer anyway. Like I said, Noah's awesome. I really hope nothing like that happens because sadly I am scared that could be something that really detours his career. And I really hope that doesn't happen, man. All right, let's see here. So the next one I'm pulling out of the box here. Oh, I lied, everybody. Well, not everybody. Mostly I lied to you Denny fans. I have a Denny car. All right, working on it. Working on pulling it out. Yeah. I'd shotgun beer with him. He's awesome. I do have a Denny car here. Hold on. Working on it. Hold on. Getting there a little slower. Yeah, Clyde's on it. It's the South Point 400 win from Las Vegas. And the best part about it, playoff banners. All right, hold on. I gotta slide all these cards back together. They tried to come out with the box, and I don't want them to get all wrinkled, so all these cards need to go up into the lid of the box here. There we go. Perfect. Oh, look at that. Look at the beautiful car. Big number 11. Oh, love it. So there you can see it. We got a little tire mark there on the left side, too. FedEx office with a bright yellow banner and spoiler. Confetti everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. Tape on the grill. You can see a little bit, even a buildup here on the right front. And then not too bad on the right side. A lot of confetti. This one's mostly a confetti-based car. You can have a little dirt. Definitely one of my favorites is the Homestead car from 2020. Really dirty front end. You can see it's pretty good, though. Look at that front end. So it's still got some decent buildup on it. So, yeah, really solid paint scheme. This is he won the first one in the offer pad car. Definitely, I'd have to say his Darlington is better than this one, but this one's still not a bad car by any stretch. And for those of you Denny fans out there that haven't yet picked this up, first of all, if you want an ARC, message me. And second of all, you can get the South Point 400 pin. I have 5 left. I still have 5 pins left. So if you're interested, I do have some left. But yes, that is the Denny Hamlin South Point 400 win. So yes, I said I forgot about that one. It was sneaking up in there. I also have Truex's Richmond coming next week. That's another one that has a playoff banner that for some reason took too long. Still need to get that Darlington car. Oops, but got a Hurricane. Are you getting those in ARC or Elite? You got to let me know. If you want them in ARC, let me know because I don't stock them yet, but I will get them in specifically because I always see you in my chat. I've got an Elite and an autograph version, both Darlington and Vegas wins. Oh, dude. I got a lot of Denny fans in here too. I got Denny, Harvick, and Chase. A lot of you guys in here. And I will convert you all into Brett Moffitt fans. How much are pins? I have, let's see here. Well, here's the thing. Here's all the pins. So you got to figure out which pins you're looking for, because there's certain pins that are more expensive than others. Like most of them are like $10. Most of them. Some of them are like 13 to 15 if I only have like 2 or 3 left. And then some of them are like rare, really hard to find pins. And so they're more like 16 to 20. None of them should be ever more than 20 though. And those are usually things like, let me get the most rare pin I have. Where is it? Crap, I lost it. Oh, it's over there. It's the 2019 All-Star pin. I know I have it up here somewhere. Oh, I'd have to move like 20 pins to get to it. I'm not going to do that many pins. But I have like Larson's 2019 All-Star pin. I only have one of those, and I found it totally on a fluke. So those are a little more. And then there's some other ones. Like, again, majority of them are going to be around 10 to 12. And then a couple of them are more just because they're much harder to come across. So I got them in a different way. You know, sometimes I can get them for less, but those I had to get for a little bit more. So they're just a little more. Mike Kyle Busch Bristol dirt win. I just love the dirt detail. It reminds me of the 50s. I'm telling you guys, if you want cars, just tell me. I'll get them. I'm your guy. All right. I haven't decided, but I will let you know. Definitely let me know, because like I said, I will specifically bring them in. And here's the best part. I just told you I got 5 pins for that South Point. I got the cookout pin too. You can get both of them. And then you got both of his wins from last year. And let's see, what did he win this year? Richmond. Ha! Look at this. Ugh, I almost had to stretch too hard. I also have Denny's Richmond win pin from this year. I got like 9 of those. I did not get the Coke 600 pin. I have 1 Coke 600 pin. That sticks with me though. All right. I come from the future, and Chase Elliott, Noah Gragson, and Chandler Smith are the 2022 champions. I would be thrilled. I'm getting overtaken by Denny fans. I'm going to convert you all to Moffitt fans, so it won't matter. Everyone will just root for Moffitt. He'll get enough of a fan base that he'll get sponsorship in the Xfinity Series. He'll show up in the Xfinity Series. He'll get some slightly good ride in the Cup Series, and then all of a sudden, boom, people realize he's actually really, really good. I don't think enough people realize how good he actually is. Like, in the K&N days, he outran LaJoie, Larson, Elliott. Like, yeah, he was good. He still outruns a lot of the truck guys if he goes down and runs with them. Well, in a decent car, that is. Let's see. The Denny Vegas one, you can find it on the website. I have listed all those pins. I went through last weekend actually and took pictures of every pin up here and made listings on the website. So every pin up on that board is on the website. I can tell you that. So just when you look it up under Denny Hamlin, and you'll see the pins that he's won. So I do have all those on there. I know I did that. I actually also have, just while I'm got you here, in case you're a fan of Denny Hamlin, I also have his 2020 Talladega pin. So I actually have a bunch of them. I didn't realize how many races he won. Oh gosh, I have another one. I have his Dixie Vodka 400 Homestead pin. Good grief, how many more are there? I'm going to keep looking at it here. Now here's the thing. You guys can't have Kansas pin or the Bristol pin from 2019. Those are custom cars, and they are never leaving me. Sorry, Denny fans. Those stick with me. Oh, yeah. I hope Brett Moffitt can get to the Xfinity Series. He won a truck championship, so I hope he gets there. But honestly, when he ran that 07 car at Kansas, I'm telling you, that car was a top 5 car. That thing was fast. Like, I know the thing got rain shortened, so we didn't unfortunately get to see the race play out. But if that thing stays green for another 10 laps, he had fresher tires than all the guys up front. He's going to be in the top 5 if that thing goes another 10 laps. Heck, it might have only taken 2 laps for him to get top 5. Like, if for some reason that race got restarted and only ran for 15 to 25 laps, he may have won it. His car was that good. All right. Still hope Lionel releases Kenza Logano checkers or wreckers if they do stuff like that. Sadly, Dollar General ain't going to allow that. Recently, I got Moffitt's 2020 Liquid Color Phoenix. Yeah, that's a beautiful one. That is the only special finish Moffitt I have in my collection. If only I knew a diecast seller to talk and buy a Denny car from. If only you knew one. If only. How much is the South Point? I'll Venmo you now. Just go through the website. If you need me to, I think Venmo. No, Venmo may not be up on the website. So yeah, shoot me a message if you don't want to use the website, but it'll be the same as what the website is. So you just got to check. Corey also needs a better ride and deserving to win Atlanta. Don't change my mind. I don't know if he deserved to win Atlanta. I mean, I think he had a great run at Atlanta, but if we're honest, Chase Elliott led the most laps, dominated the stages, won all the stages. Like, Chase Elliott deserved to win that Atlanta race. I do think Corey LaJoie deserved to have a top 5. I hated that he ended up wrecked, but I mean, Chase Elliott was the most deserving winner of that race. I just don't like super speedway racing in general. Okay, honestly, who would be better in their prime, in the best equipment, Harvick or Busch? It's got to be Kyle Busch. I mean, it has to be. Like, don't get me wrong, Kevin Harvick is a Hall of Fame driver. But you have to remember, Kyle Busch, in his prime, would win 13 nationwide races, 10 cup races, and like 8 truck races. He'd win like 30-some races in NASCAR. And not just that, last year when he ran Xfinity, he went 5 for 5 and then just left, and he was done with the Xfinity series. So you gotta take Kyle Busch in his prime. But I do think Harvick with Childers would have definitely been a contender against like Johnson and Knaus. I think those two would have really given them a hard run for best driver crew chief combo. So I definitely would have put them in that section. All right. You guys think Elliott will win a second championship? I think he will at some point. He's too young to not eventually snag another one. Yes, you can get one. Just shoot me a message and let me know. Like you said, let me know if you want more than one. Like these, they cost like $5 to ship. Maybe it's $4. It's not much. They don't cost that much to ship. So if you want more than one, just let me know which ones you're looking for, because I've got tons of pins. Some are from this year too. I got like the Phoenix win for Briscoe. I got that pin. Joey's pin. I got a bunch of pins. So yeah, if you're looking for them, that's where you got to look. Denny can only win Homestead if it's not for a championship. Denny just has some tough luck. I do think Phoenix could be a good track for him this year, though. I am stealing the Coke 600 pin. Let me see if where is it? Do I have it in a bag? I think I got the pin here, if you want to see what it looks like. But they're hard to find, I know that. Let's see. Here's the Roval pin for next weekend, by the way. I already got that one in. So there's the Roval pin for next week. There it is. There's the Coke 600 pin for this year. It looks pretty good, bottle cap style. A lot like 2008's pin for Casey Kane. I do have a couple Casey Kane pins from that 2012 race. What other ones do I have? Oh, there you go. A couple of Chase Elliott pins, the Ally 400 and the Quaker State 400. Both of those are Elliott wins. And I have both of those on the site. The Dover one I don't have on the site. I snagged one, but those are impossible to find. Let's see. It says 904 with shipping and the discount. We can talk after. Yeah, no problem. Won't be a problem here. Did you charge your shipping prices? I haven't been getting free shipping on orders over 100. No, so the free shipping on orders over 100 changed. So that way I could offer a better discount on cheaper things. So that way it didn't have to be over 100. So it used to be free shipping on orders over 100. Now with the Race Craze, you get 10% off, or actually it's 9.5 because it's, Race Craze 95. Get it? But yes, it's 9.5% off, like just in general. So if you end up with $300 worth of stuff, that's a $30 discount. You're probably going to get all your shipping back. If you're only getting, say $15 worth of stuff, you get $1.50. So it's not quite as good. But with everyone else, they had to cancel. Even Lionel got rid of their free shipping because of the inflation, and unfortunately I had to do something too. But I tried to do that to try and offset it, so that way at least if you're getting some smaller stuff, you at least had a little more benefit to it. That was kind of my goal. So that's what the new change is it's 9.5% off versus the free shipping after 100. Who's my pick to win Talladega? Ryan Blaney and Chastain are your picks. This is Parker Klein. My picks for Talladega are actually going to be interesting ones. I'm going to go with Eric Jones and Denny Hamlin, probably. Dude, if you could keep your eyes peeled on eBay is one way, and then also if you go to Charlotte or know someone going to Charlotte, like message them, see if they can find you one at a gift shop or something. Sadly, Coke 600 pins are hard to come by. You're not going to steal it this time. Who's better at road course racer, Elliott, Reddick, or Larson? It's Elliott. It's not close. I mean, don't get me wrong. He doesn't have a win this year on a road course, but he should have won the Glen. He was right there with Reddick at both Road America and Indy. He should have won Sonoma without a pit career. Like, doesn't mean that because he hasn't won, it's like specifically that, but you have to turn around and look at, well, where was Reddick at Sonoma? Not a factor. Where was he at Watkins Glen? Not really a factor. Where was Larson at Indy? Not really a factor. So he's the only one that's been a factor at every single road course. You know, even Coda, if he doesn't make a mistake on pit road, he still came back and finished like 4th. So, you know, for the most part, Elliott has been a bigger factor in all those races, even if he did get turned and finish, 4th at Watkins Glen, and I think he ended up 17th at Indy. But he's been a factor in all of those races more than everyone else. So I would still have to say Elliott. Let's see. I'm probably going to get just the South Point one. Okay, yeah. It'll probably end up being, like I said, I got to see what the website says, but it's probably going to be like 9 to 12, somewhere in that much. It's not that bad to ship them. I know that. Hope Lionel goes out of business. I hope there's at least competition beforehand. Lionel is not going out of business because of the choo-choo market. Yeah, the choo-choo market is a big one. I'm going to be getting every single driver's first win from this year, along with the Jones Darlington win, Elliott Nashville, and Atlanta, Kurt Kansas, all elite from you. Oh, I love to hear it. Actually, let me look here. No, wait. I have Chastain's pin. I have Suarez's pin. I have both the Elliott pins. What other one was on that list? Oh, Reddick. I don't have the Reddick pin. They didn't make one for Road America. There's no Road America pin. Who else was on that list? Let me look. Kurt Kansas. I have that pin. Yeah, I think I got them all. Who else won their first race this year? Briscoe. I got that pin. Cindric. Oh, I don't have Daytona pins. I didn't get any Daytona 500 pins. So, yeah, I don't have that pin, but I have most of the other ones. Larson also had a big issue at Indy. What was weird, Indy, his issue was his car on that one, so he wasn't necessarily that. Let's not forget that Chase Elliott won his 4th road course in a row. Let's not forget that Chase Elliott would have run the Roval last year if he hadn't been wrecked by Harvick. I'm telling you, the Gen 6 Elliott road course cars were just something else. I mean, if he runs clean races last year, he probably wins at least 3 of those road course races. He already won 2 of them. He could have easily gotten the Glen and the Roval. So he easily could have been in the running for those. Man, I want Chastain, Talladega, and Coda win. I think that the Coda win is probably going to be the better looking one, personally. I have the Daytona 500 pins this year. For once, I need Denny's 2019 pin. I have every Daytona 500 pin. I'm so happy about that, too, because it took me a while to track a couple of them down. 2017 was a hard pin to find, but I can't wait for some of those. Oh, welcome in. I see MMCS in here. I think he just got here, so I got to, let me show you a couple of your cars here, bud. I saw you just popped in, so I'll just show you this from the roof because I already showed it off. So there's there's that Truex car. That one's one of yours, and then I got that Busch car too. And then I got to send you a picture for all the 164s that are out there. And there's the Kyle Busch one. That's the ARC, which, like I said, honestly, side by side, Elite and ARC don't have as big a difference as they used to. So there's a very, very good argument for just switching to ARC. I even as a guy that really likes Elites, I may swap a lot of my cars to ARC after this year. Let's see. Indy conspiracy. Kyle Larson intentionally hit Dillon to give Elliott the better chance to win. I don't think it would have changed much for him. I think Larson had a big issue. I don't know what it was, but I mean, he drilled it, man. I mean, he's sent in there. Bubba's Kansas. Oh, definitely got to get Bubba's Kansas. I was at that race, so I've got that one. Here's the pin for that race, by the way, even though I'm kind of showing it. That's the Hollywood Casino pin right there. And then I also have Stenhouse's. Stenhouse? Why did I say Stenhouse? Buscher. He had the night race pin. I want to forget this year's Talladega race. Fair. Very fair. Yeah, got a couple of those, plus a bunch of 164s to look at, too. So, yeah, the Coda win is going to be the better looking one, paint scheme-wise. Yeah, I agree. I can't do elites after this year. It's just it's too high a number, man. I'm getting in that boat too. Like I'll still offer them, but after 6 months, if no one pre-orders it, I'm just gonna leave the ARC listing up. It'll be better for everybody. Hey, Diehard made it in here. I actually got my Denny Hamlin 2016 Daytona 500 win from him. Yeah, I just tried to order it, but keep saying something went wrong. Okay, like I said, just message me. We'll figure it out. No big deal. Let's see. Finally got my first race version elite. Of course, it's Denny's Coke 600. Honestly, it's a crown jewel. You got to get it that way. Although, good luck finding his Daytona wins. Those are going to be a little tougher. I think he's almost won every Coke or every crown jewel except for the Brickyard. Okay, let's get back to it. I got a couple more I can show off here. Let's see, what is this one? I have yet to show this one off, so we're actually okay on this one. This is... Hold on here, I gotta get the piece of tape off the floor. There we go. Okay. So this one's Kyle Larson's Roval win, and this one's actually really cool, so I can't wait to show this one. This is another one of those ARCs that I never found its home. So, like I said, if I don't get a message from whoever ordered these, I feel bad because I didn't get to... I never remember... I lost their messages. So I'd love to get you your cars, whoever ordered these, but if not, I do have to list them. So, but this is the Roval car for Kyle Larson. Again, would have been a really cool Elliott car. Sadly, we didn't get it, which is unfortunate because I just love the window net. All right, there we go. I had to slide that off, and here is our Kyle Larson. What the heck is that? Weird. So you can see the window net looks like it's been dipped in paint. It has, but yeah, bright pink window net. I think that looks pretty cool. The confetti. Window shield wiper, bright yellow banner, bright yellow spoiler. So there's the Roval car for Kyle Larson last year. Not too badly raced up though. Like he didn't beat and bang his way to the front. He kept his car pretty darn clean. So this was win number 8 on the year, I want to say, if you don't count the All-Star race. So yeah, that's the Larson Charlotte Roval car. This is the ARC. I'll have an elite coming later, but this one will be available on the site unless somebody messages me that had these coming. So actually I have the pin for that one too. Yeah, I do. Gotta reach, gotta stretch. There we go. And then I got the pin. There you go. That's the Roval pin from last year. This year's Roval pin, personally, I think looks way better. So fingers crossed Elliott can snag it because I'd like to get a cool pin with it. But there we go. That is the Roval car for Kyle Larson. And I got to put the cards back. Which Lionel offered special finish. Oh, now I can't read it because it went away. Hold on. Got to slide all this back into the box. Let's see. This gamer's got to go, guys. Good night. Have a good one, man. I'm planning on doing a review on every car I get from now on, but I don't know where to start. Any tips? Well, biggest thing I've always found out is have a tripod so your camera is steady. You know, see, it's not shaking because it's tripoded. So do a tripod, have a lamp, make sure your lighting's, real solid. I have 2 big lights above here that keeps the shadows from looking too bad. Have a brighter background if you can. Those are kind of the biggest ones. And then from there, all I can say is just, let it go naturally. I just made 2017 Truex Kansas custom. I'll text you a photo of it. Oh, cool. I actually have one on my website. I was not getting rid of, but I have a lot of my Truex wins up for sale that aren't the crown jewels. So, yeah, I'd love to see a picture of it. They need to go back to the Oval for Indy so he can win that last crown jewel. I agree, but not for the crown jewel reason. They just need to go back there for sure. I do think he'll get it, though. He was so close. I wish Lionel offered special finishes on ARC wins. I'd love a Larson Roval liquid color. Yeah, I think it's because if you're going to pay extra for the finish, it's going to be an elite. But maybe next year you'll see more of that because the cost is so darn high. You'll just see people who aren't wanting to spend that money anymore. I don't know. We'll see what happens. All right. Mike Bliss has more NASCAR championships than Denny Hamlin. Ouch. Is Harvick's 2007 Color Chrome Daytona win a good find? It's a decent find, but I think, honestly, that's a fairly common car in general. So I don't know that the chrome is really a big change on that. Just use the phone light. I would get a light. I'd get a light. Time to go check out the website. I got the pins and stuff on the website, but I got to send you a picture of all those, all the 164s. You missed all those, unfortunately. I want to do a review of my Elliott Phoenix win, but I'm going to wait till the donor chassis. Oh, yeah, that's right. You got to do that detail. So, yeah, I haven't done my review yet. I had a couple more things I wanted to do to it before I did it because I customized that chassis. All right, let's see what else I got in here. That's a Kansas win. I don't need to do that one again. That's the Elite, though. Kansas Elite. Kansas Elite. Kansas Elite. Kansas. Wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that is all Kansas. I thought I had a Texas. Hold on, let me look here. Donnie. Hendrick Cars Roval. Hendrick Cars Kansas. Nope, I did not have the Texas car. Okay. I have a Texas Elite coming. I do not have a Texas ARC coming. Okay, had to check some paper, so we're good. All right, last one. I told you guys I would do this. It's going to be the David Gravel Sprint car. Oh, wait, I don't need to take the plastic off. I like that. Slide that off to the side. That means I don't have to take this big plastic cover off. And this is his 2022 car. We got the 2021 last year, and so we got to see it with the orange. This one is the white and black color car, and we'll have to get this out of its box of photos anyway, so we may as well have a good time with it. All right, so we're going to pull the wing out, and we're going to pull the motor cover out. There we go. There we go. And then we'll just slide that tape right back down where it belongs. Oh, it's not going to work. Well, it'll be close enough. Stick. And, oh yeah, I got to split the tape here, unfortunately. That's okay. You got to investigate it, too, to make sure it's still good, so. I'm working on it. Here's a couple things, if you want to look at that. It's the engine cover. What gaming PC do you have? I've always been a gamer, but been using a low-end gaming PC, like 710. I don't have a gaming PC. I built mine. So, yeah, I don't know what else to tell you. There's no name for it. Its name that I have for it is the Red Raider, because it's red and it's it rhymed or it sounded good. Didn't really rhyme, but I just thought it sounded good, so that's what I named it. But yeah, I built it. So yeah, I highly recommend building your own PC though. Just it teaches you about computers and makes you learn just a couple of little things. It's not hard. I promise you. If you get on YouTube and just watch a few videos, you'll figure it out, and I'm telling you, it's worth it because you'll know how to work your computer better. You'll understand it better, and then you'll also know what to upgrade and change as the performance starts to slip someday. So when things slow down, because computers get old, that happens. It'll help you know kind of what to look for and what parts and pieces don't have maybe the quality of the others. All right, there we go. I don't have a screwdriver that'll fit. I'll try. Here's the gravel top wing. So there's the top wing for that one. He ran second at the Nationals this year. And what do I do here? I'm going to try this one and see if it fits. Doesn't sound like that's going to work for me. Do I have any other options? We're going to try a couple things. I want to try and get this car out so I can show it to you. Let me read a couple more chats while I'm at it. What's ironic, Mike Bliss was supposed to get the number 11 car in 2005. You know, the crazy thing, too, is that Mike Bliss was actually a severely underrated driver. Like, I think people don't realize how good he actually was. Still haven't found one. What were you looking for? You gotta let me know. What did you not find? You have to tell me so I can help. I like to help. Ooh, I almost dropped a screw. Caught it. All right, come on. Let's get this gravel car out of here so I can take a picture of it. A beautiful photo of this new David Gravel sprint car. All right, we'll put that in there, and that in there, and then we'll slide this cover back on top. All right, come on now. Oh, we don't need to be picky. I'm working on getting the box put back together. There we go. Good. Dang it, I heard it fall. That's the little screw piece that holds it in. That's close enough. Okay, now we're going to assemble this, and I'm going to show you how to do it. I read a couple chats first. Still haven't found one. Didn't ask why. Okay. Got to win the lottery for all the cars I want. Why must I love every car I see on RAS Diecast? Probably because I take great photos. Cha-ching. No, I definitely think that the best way to do it is you have to look to one that's like, which one is one I would never want to let go later? That's the easiest way to make sure you narrow down to your favorites. I was there in person. Your opinion, should Elliott have won 2021 Roval? He won stage 1 and finished second in stage 2. Yeah, definitely should have won that one. Because I know you like modded COD zombies. Yeah, dude. The biggest thing is for zombies is having a good processor and a good graphics card. So doesn't take much on the rest of the PC. RAM and stuff isn't super heavy, but it definitely uses a lot of the processing and a lot of the graphics card. So those are the two big ones. I got 2 of my 3 grails for Harvick the other day. 03 Brickyard, 07 Daytona 500. Going with the sweep set. Oh, that's right. Oh, you need the Homestead? Guess what? I have the Homestead. That was the car. It's gonna get. I have the review ready. I need to make a picture of it, but I'm telling you, it was a grail car I found at Bristol, and so yes, I will be making the video soon. But I have finally obtained Kevin Harvick's 2014 Homestead Elite. So I had to. I'm gonna spoil it for you guys here. All 28 of you guys in here get to know a little earlier than everyone else. All right, let's show you how to assemble this now. Oh wait, let me read a couple more. Make sure I'm all caught up. Let's see. Best part about tomorrow, I'm in Florida, not in Hurricane Ian, and I don't have to go to school. Oh yeah, about tomorrow. You're in Florida and not in the hurricanes, but you still don't have to go to school. Definitely the good way to do it. Looking at RSDiecast.com is very expensive. It is, but that's what diecasts are, unfortunately. For the chat that doesn't know, my 3 holy grails are the Gold Goose, Blue Goose, Senior 169, Brooks and Dunn, Senior DNP Prototype, ARC, and the Gold Number Superman Elite. Florida and Ian. Yep, Ian's coming this week. Thank goodness. I think it's going to miss Talladega, so that's the good thing. We will still have some racing to watch. My life savings hate when I buy new cars because I have like $50 to my name like right now. Aren't we all there? We're all there sometimes. Let's see here. Super expensive to buy all the parts, especially a CPU and a GPU. It is expensive when you, especially right now with the crypto mining on the GPU side. But the nice thing is you can get when I say a nice GPU, you don't have to spend crazy money. Like I have a GPU in mine that is literally like a decade old, and it still works just fine for custom zombies. Now I do have to upgrade it soon, but the card I would probably need to upgrade to is going to cost around $1,000. It didn't used to, but sadly that's where it is, man. Yeah, you could do that, or you can just go buy a whole gaming PC if you need to upgrade too many parts, because it is actually cheaper. Ever going to do a review on the Busch 2015 Homestead win? I didn't realize I never did that. So, yeah. Yeah, I need to probably do that. Casey Kane doesn't have any Cup Series championships, does he? No, he does not. No, he does not. He was Rookie of the Year, though. That counts for something. Let's see. I knew at 10:18 p.m. after the Bristol race when you DM'd me a photo of my all-time wanted car. Yeah, I had to send you that car. I knew you'd like it. But yes, the Homestead car. I can't wait to show that one off. It's such a good-looking car. The good news is because I have that car now, I'm getting rid of other Harvicks, so that's a good sign, right? If you're looking for like his Dover win from 2020 or some of those other kind of more random wins, those are going to be on the market, so that's got to count. All right, let's go ahead and start this. I'm going to put this engine cover on just like that. Tap, tap, it's there. So that's all it takes to do that. Now the new update they did to the front wings, these are now way more flexible, which is super nice because they were so stiff before. You literally thought you were going to break them trying to get them on, where now they have enough flex in them that you can just line up a hole. Oh, I'm missing it. There we go. Line up that hole. Line up that hole. Stretch it over. And look how easy it stretches. I mean, I don't even think I got it right. I think I still have to line it up a little bit. Nope, I think I might be on. Nope, I'm off. I'm not right. But see, it's a little loose, but it's almost in a good way. because that little bit of looseness allows you plenty of flexibility so that you're not going to break it. You got plenty of, wiggle room to work with. And now it's lined up. Now, the thing is, because of that, I used to actually be able to pick this up and it would lift the whole nose. Don't do that. Do not pick up on this. It will not pick the car up. It is way too flimsy now, which is a good thing. That's what's allowing it on here. This one will still be a tighter wing. But like I said, it just kind of sits on the front now. You can see, look at this. Look how much wiggle there is. That is not a normal amount of wiggle compared to the old car. That was a great addition, a great update they did to this car to try and make it easier to get those front wings on and lined up. So I'm not disappointed at all about it, but it is something that definitely, if you're not prepared for it, it could catch you off guard. So there we go. There's David Gravel's sprint car. The 2 is actually sliding way towards the front here on the Huset Speedway car. Also, we got Jackson Motorplex on the front wing, and then Huset's up there. Gravel, nice white banner across the front of the wing. Let's go over to the right side. I think cars look better from that side. So there you go. There's the right side with our number 2 Huset Speedway car. I don't know. The black and white to me just looks really solid. I'm pretty happy with it. I think it looks really good. But yeah, you guys have to let me know what you think of it, because I don't plan on stocking as many sprint cars this time around now that they're kind of releasing more regularly, because the last release had been in 2017 or 18, and then they didn't do another one until 2021. And so I was like, oh, it's been 3 years. I better get a few of these. Now they're going to do them, it looks like, about every season, so I won't have to wait quite as much in between. So yeah, we're going to be doing a little more of that. Let's see. True getting a, 16 to 32 for Ram, Ryzen 11, and a 3060 to 3080. Well, 3080 is huge, dude. A 3060 would be plenty. If you want to run Forza, 3060 will be fine. If you want to run Forza 10 years from now, a 3080 will probably do it. Like, 3080 is way overkill. Don't get me wrong. It'll work. It'll do good, but I don't think you'll need quite that much. Travis Quapple has more NASCAR championships than Denny Hamlin. Well, so does a lot of people. Yep, same boat, no championships. Although my driver has 3 Coke 600s. That's more than, I think, pretty much everybody but Jimmy Johnson. I think. Kevin's got 2. I think Kane has the second most Coke 600s. I could be wrong. Maybe there's somebody else in there. But he's got it. I know that. Same with Junior. His life didn't work out like he thought. Oh yeah, the Cup Series championships. Yeah, I mean, he was competitive points-wise. But the format change, I don't think, helped him. He was better at putting together a full season. I was planning on buying the PS5 and Xbox X and the Xbox X. That money, I would find a complete setup and run GTA 6 whenever that comes out. Yeah, I would just do a PC, honestly. Don't get one or the other. Just go get a PC and call it good and have all, have the best of everything. Are you trying to cause problems? Are you trying to cause problems? Where are you going? Oh, look at that. Look at that sneaky boy. So we got a visitor. All right, let's see here. Oh, no. Do not tip all that over. There they go. There they go. You can tip more of them over? Yep, here he comes. Well, there you go. And there goes more. No, don't eat that. Don't eat that. All right, let's see. Stop tipping stuff over. All right, if you're going to do that, lay down. I'm going to move this car. Sorry, you're going to have to look at a cat's butt for a little bit. Yeah, you can just sit right there. Just stop knocking stuff over. I'll put it all back later. All right, let's see here. I'm going to have to steal all of your Chase Elliott wins from 2014 and 2018 race wins. You go anywhere near my Kansas win, I will shoot you. Oh, you know what? That's probably too violent. I will greatly make you regret that. It's YouTube. I don't know what their rules are. Do not touch my Kansas win. Do not touch it. Let's see. Good years, wear and tear like crazy. Super unreliable, but as soon as the burnout starts, they're indestructible. Not for Noah's car. Hey, also a Harvick fan who has the championship and probably should have had more championships. Oh, definitely. Harvick should be a 3 or 4-time champion. Kyle Busch should be a 2 to 3-time champion. He has 2, but he should be about a 3. My favorite game right now is NASCAR 21 Ignition. Actually, the World of Outlaw games just came out. I'm gonna do some research on it and see if I want to get it. But good chance I stream that game if I like it. So we'll find out. I'm gonna do some research on it, see if I really like the World of Outlaw game, and if I do, I will stream it. So, oh sure, come up here, knock everything down, and then just leave. You know what? That's okay. Gotta get all your little furries off of there. All right, let's see. Austin Cindric has more championships. He sure does. Yes, that is Moffitt the kitty. He's got a mustache. That's how he got the nickname, or he got his name. 2018, it was during the playoff run where Brett Moffitt was rocking the mustache, and then of course he pops in and was like, "Okay, that'll work." So he got his name that way. Yeah, he seems to like to just hop and get in the way. So you can see he's scrambled my setup a little bit, but he's done it before. He'll do it again. All right, let's see here. In your opinion, should Elliott have won the 2021 Roval if Harvick didn't happen when he won stage 1? Yeah, no, I thought he should have won. He was the best car. He was definitely the best. Canceled. Touches the Kansas Elliott win. Death. Let's see. What if your cat touches the Elliott Kansas win? He can't. It's in the case. It's buried. I actually might get a case like that for another car at some point. I'll have to let you know which one that is. But I might be picking up another one sometime. I don't know. I'll have to see. I like to look at some stuff. But when you build that Elliott model, also, I haven't found a donor chassis for my Elliott Phoenix win. Yeah, just look for any Elite from 2015, 2016. Preferably that. I mean, you could get a 2017 Elite, but those honestly are hard to come by. Like, I think you're way more likely to find a 2016 donor chassis than a 2017. So 2016, 2015. Daniel Hemrick has more. He only has one NASCAR win and one NASCAR championship. Think of how weird that is. I hope somehow everything works out and Noah wins his 5th in a row at Dega. I just hope Noah wins a championship. I mean, I would love to see him win at Dega. I would love to see him win at the Roval. But let's be real. AJ Allmendinger's going to win the Roval. That's his playground. He's won 3 in a row there. Like, the Roval is AJ Allmendinger's playground. Now, that being said, Noah can short pit the stages because he doesn't need stage points. So he could actually jump Allmendinger in traffic. I still think Allmendinger will run him down and pass him. I think Allmendinger is that good. Was 70 for 2014 Elliott Darlington win no box good? Yeah, that's pretty good. Especially now. Hi, King Randy. Welcome in. Elliott needs to grow that good luck stash again. Hey, I agree. His luck has been terrible the last few weeks. As a Harvick fan, we got cocked out of 3 to 4 championships there, and is no way you can just lock up the 10th in point. Lock up 10th in points, get good in the playoffs, and win 5 times in a row. Well, that's exactly what happened to Carl Edwards. But no, Kevin Harvick would have had probably a championship in 2011. No, 2009 or 10. It was 9 or 10. So he would have had 2009 or 10. He would have had 2015, 2020. I think he would have had 2 before 2015, and then he would have had 15 and 20. So I think he would have had 3 or 4. Do I have any more cars for you? I don't. I only have a Kansas Elite to show you now. And I'm going to do a review on that anyway, because that's I got to put it in my case of race to win cars. But I am going to grab a couple off the shelf quick, a couple of ones that are kind of left over that I still I think people don't realize they're on the site because they're kind of hidden or they're just not as popular, but I think you got to see them. Let's see here. William Byron has more championships. Yep. Do you think I should make a video showing my 124th collection? Yeah, I mean, if you got a good display set up, for sure. Let's see here. Harvick should have at least 4 to 5 champs. Not 4 to 5. He should have 3 to 4. Because that 2014 season was Jeff Gordon's year. Like, Jeff Gordon would have won the heck out of that one, man. He should have won 2020. Harvick, definitely. Should have won 2020. He should have had, yeah, there you go. 10, 15, 16, and 20. I forgot he would have had 16. So he would have had 10, 15, 16, and 20. Harvick should have won 15, 18, 19, and 20. No, Harvick should have won. I think Parker has the right ones. Kyle Busch actually should have won 18 and 19. He actually got 19 right. 18 is what he should have had, because I know Kevin Harvick had a really strong start to 2018, but Kyle Busch down the stretch won, like, I want to say 4 playoff races or something. Like, Kyle Busch actually closed out 2018 on a stellar note. Like, if you look at average finish and just points scored, Kyle Busch and Kevin Harvick in 2018 had like career seasons. like top 10 all-time seasons, both of them in the same season. It actually would have been an epic points battle, but because of the playoffs, we have Joey Logano. So, gee, thanks. Too bad we couldn't have seen two epic seasons come to a down to a showdown in the final 5 races or something. That would have been cool. Show the Noah Gragson car. Which one? I can show the chrome again. Oh crap, can I? Where did I put it? See, this is what happens when I get distracted, everybody. This is what happens. Larson, Kansas. You're over here somewhere. Over here somewhere. I don't know where it is. I gotta put some more pictures together. Ugh, I have too much to do. Let's see. Roval, standard, dinger, Gragson Chrome. We're gonna show you the Gragson Chrome. All right, let's see here. Noah's a great driver. Noah's awesome. I can't wait for him to get to Cup Series. I hope he never changes. Picks from Martinsville. Whoever gets off pit road first. They didn't fix the Martinsville issue. It's gonna suck. So whoever gets off pit road first is gonna win the race. Period. Let's see. No road course needs to show this 124 display. I do need to show some 124s, man. You want to see what it looks like? I'll unplug my phone here quick. You want to see where my 124s are? So there's that chrome. Beautiful, by the way. There's my 24s. And then here. And over there. A little over there. So this is the current setup. I'm doing a lot of photography, trying to get them all documented. And then get all that taken care of. More 124s. More Jeff Gordon 24s. That's leftovers from the race. That case is how we carry cars to the racetrack now. Got to get all that unpacked. Sprint cars and 124s over there. And here's the best part. My Brett Moffitt and Noah Gragson collection's not even down here. So, yeah, there's plenty of work to be done. That's what I mean. I can't even enjoy the fun part of displaying them. I have to get all the work done. See, became a Logano fan by having a bet with my stepdad that Truex wasn't winning the damn war. That's a sucky way for that to happen. I'm sorry. You shouldn't have to be a Logano fan. He's just awful. I like Noah more now because he climbed the fence at Daytona. Dude, definitely. When Noah moves up, just jump ship and go straight Noah Gragson. Because Noah is actually a legitimately... Well, I shouldn't say. Joey's a good guy. Like, he's actually really good with fans and stuff. I just don't like the way he races. I thought his cheap shot on Byron was just trash. I hate moves like that. Noah wouldn't do that. Like, Noah would try to race hard. He may get in there and nudge him, but Noah wouldn't just straight up wreck a guy for the win. I want to see guys that'll race. Want the 2017 switch truck, but I got the 2018 door. Ooh, I actually have his 2018. I have 2 of those, the Safelite ones, because I have the regular and a Kansas custom. And then the 2017 truck, I have the switch truck, and my sister has a custom Martinsville switch truck. On mine it is lagging. Logano is trash, and I am a Ford fan. Dude, I just can't stand I can't stand the fact that he just wrecked Byron. That just drove me nuts. Like, dude, race him. Race him to the line. Why'd you wreck him? Don't get me wrong, Byron wrecked Hamlin last night. I thought that was stupid too. Anyone that was live on stream heard me. I said it. I was like, dude, Byron should go to the back. Like, he should have been penalized for that. All right. Denny can still win a championship as an owner. I think Denny's going to win a championship as a driver at some point. Let's see. Is Cole Custer a bust? No. I think Cole Custer sadly... Cole Custer sadly just caught with maybe a bad crew and just not a good fit, because you've seen him run Xfinity. He goes out and wins in Xfinity, so he's got the talent. It's just a matter of getting it all to fit together, and the Cup Series has not been working out so far. But I do think Custer's fine. I think he's a good driver. I think, honestly, if he goes back to Xfinity, he's going to go rip it apart again. So I like the way he races, but Noah is super aggressive and more fun off the track, fits the personality better, for sure. I think, like I said, I just think I like the super aggressive driving. I think the thing I don't like about Logano is he'll take cheap shots. I don't like cheap shots. To me, are not part of super aggressive driving. Cheap shots are cheap shots. Like I said, I've always stood behind that. I do not like that move on Truex at Martinsville. That was a cheap shot. Guy raced you clean. That's fine. You want to race him clean, hard. What he would have done if he was racing Truex, he would have sent it in there on the outside and tried to beat him back to the line. But instead, he checked up, got behind Truex, and punted him up the track. That's a cheap shot. If you're side by side down the backstretch, race around turns 3 and 4 on the high side and try to win the race. Instead, he backed off, got behind Truex, and cheap shotted him. That, to me, total coward crap. I hate that. Same thing with Byron. He had the better car. He could have gone low and raced him side by side for 3 laps, and we could have seen an epic finish like we did with Creed, Larson, and Gragson. Instead, he just punts Byron up the track and wrecks him. It's like, that wasn't a great finish. How many people are talking about the great finish that happened at Darlington in the spring? Nobody. You know how many times I still hear about that epic Darlington Xfinity finish? A lot. Because they raced it out. Same thing with 2003 Darlington. 2 guys racing each other for the win versus, oh, I just wrecked him. I didn't like it, so I just wrecked him. I'm not a fan of that. Finally back, no spinning circle. Yeah, I had a couple of little issues there. Senior type move. Honestly, to be completely honest, I don't think I would have been a huge fan of Senior. Don't get me wrong. There's a couple of, I don't think I would have been a super big component for people booing him. However, some of his moves on Terry Labonte at Bristol were just straight up cheap shots. I mean, let's be honest here. When he said he was just going to rattle his cage, he straight up dumped him. Terry Labonte had him beat, and he wrecked him. He just straight up turned him around because he was going to get beat. And personally, I don't think that's very, I don't know. I just think it was cheap. I thought that was a bad move. Don't get me wrong, everybody remembers it because obviously Terry Labonte had every right to be mad. But personally, if you're a person that's ever raced in anything and you've been cheap shotted, you understand how much of a pain it is. It's like, I want to race this person head to head and beat them fair and square. But, when you cheap shot someone, that's the equivalent of let's go on a foot race and you trip the guy coming out of the starting line. And then it's like, did you really win? Because you kind of cheap shotted. So, yeah, that's just my opinion. But anyway, guys, I've actually kind of gotten to the end of all of our cars here. So I'm going to start taking photos and getting the website updated. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. Like I said, I'm going to take a look at that World of Outlaw game, and if it's good, I might be on sometime later this week streaming that, and then we'll have a couple Talladega. Wait, no, we have 3 Talladega races. Do we have 3? Hold on a minute. I got to see what series are racing this weekend. Hold on a minute. I think trucks are running. Yeah, the trucks are running. Oh, wow. We are going to have a busy Saturday, everybody. Saturday is going to be busy. Okay. So, yes, we will have a stream on Saturday and Sunday, and they may be very long streams. So, we will be definitely back for that, but we also may be on streaming some World of Outlaw games. So, but thanks for stopping in, everybody. I'm going to read a few more chats. I just wanted to let you guys all know, in case I missed your chat, that I appreciate y'all coming. All right, let's see here. I'm going to scroll to the bottom because I think I'm way off on my timing here. There we go. All right. Rick Ware Racing, your opinion about it. They need to find more speed, or they need to sell their charter. Look, you can't just. To me, if you're not going to be competitive, don't have a charter, or at least NASCAR should have it where a team can earn a charter. If you're the fastest running non-charter team, you literally are forced, or if you're the slowest charter team, you are forced to sell to the highest non-charter team at a fair price if they choose. So if the team says, no, I don't want to buy, that's fine. But I think that you should have a way to earn your way into the charters. I think that's acceptable. Let's see. Dale was a breed of his own. I will always respect him for that. He definitely was. He worked and built his own cars. So I have that's where a lot more of the respect comes. I think his on-track etiquette I would not have been a fan of. I know that. Have you ever seen a documentary about Senior? Would probably understand him better. Well, like I said, he just, like I said, he was, as a racer, he was straight up I don't even want to say just aggressive. It was straight up selfish. He'd straight up just take advantage of people. And I don't know. I think there was just a little bit of he was definitely more fearless. I would definitely say that. Well, I'm going to be blasted with a hurricane, so I'll jump on when I can. Well, I hope you keep your internet. Hopefully, if your internet stays good, maybe you can hop on. Maybe if you like the World of Outlaw game, we all go race on that or something. Junior should get a charter. I hope so. But frankly, I just think there should be a financial advantage, not advantage, but you should be able to run a non-chartered car and not get screwed financially. I think that's silly. The idea that, if you don't have a charter, you may as well not show up because we're just going to totally screw you on the purse. That to me is silly. So I think NASCAR needs to adjust that so that teams that don't have charters have incentive to show up to the track and run well. You don't have a charter, but if you run top 5, you still get a boatload of money. good. I don't think Elliott looks bad in the stash. Yeah, me either. All right, well, thanks everybody. I think I got to the bottom of the chat. So, like I said, thanks for stopping in, everybody. I will post in the community tab if I happen to be streaming anything later in the week. But I do appreciate each and every one of you guys. Like I said, any of these cards you're looking for, check them out at RAS. If you need a request, shoot me a message on Instagram, Facebook, or email. All of those work, and I can pick things up there. So I know I got a few of you guys to respond to already. But thanks, guys, for watching, and we'll see you in the next Diecast review.